show you, and I think you know all this stuff, but I'm going to show you in Canvas real quick what
Okay.
the new stuff is. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
then I'll show you the new system that I've developed with
Okay.
weeks and weeks of practice, right? So I always think it's interesting, and I will do it every morning at 8 o'clock. I start the morning message and then I upload it to YouTube. So I
Mm-hmm.
think it's important that, since this is probably one of the only times, every day I'm going to do a morning message that we have school. I'll try and keep it to 3 minutes, but I really feel like that's the one time where I can go, hey, don't forget we have Spanish today, like I did, or hey, don't forget
Right.
we have art. And then I'll also just kind of do a recap of what they should be doing and just kind of check in a little visually. And then what I've also decided is that, so I just kind of picked 9 and 1 because I like it right after I've done the morning message and I'm still kind of at the computer and nothing's really gotten going for me yet. Like I haven't
Mm-hmm.
gotten bunches of emails. So I figure if 9 o'clock, it can help get kids started if they need to do a, like a check-in or whatever they need to do. And like they're at a point where
Right.
they need to, it's one of those discussion-based responses. They can just pop on at 9 o'clock and get it done.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm going to do, so 9 on days where we have, no specials. And then tomorrow it'll be 9 and 1 because we don't have specials. And then I think
Yeah.
the way I'll do it is, I probably shouldn't do this, but on Wednesday, I still don't want to feel like I always have meetings in the morning, except for last week, which was a little bit different. But I do want to be available. So I'm going to put in 1 o'clock
Okay.
for that one just on Wednesdays, just so I can be available if
Mm-hmm.
people need me. And then, right. So then Thursday we'll have it at 9. Then we have art, oops, excuse me. And then, right here, this is how I put stuff on the calendar. And then what I've also been putting in is these little lesson checkpoints. So I just
Yeah.
started it last week, but it's just kind of a little way to check and see, okay, these are the lessons that I think should be completed kind of by the end of the week. So they should be kind of here in language arts and here in math, and those should be
Yeah.
complete. And then one of the questions that also came up in the other one was, do you have to do science and social studies per day? And I was just like, no, you don't. We would usually just kind of go, if we were in school, we'd probably do like 2 weeks of science and then 2 weeks of social studies and then 2 weeks. We'd probably alternate like that. So it can be up to you. And really, what I was saying is, and I told this to the girls too, they're so ahead in language arts, like they can take a break from language arts and they don't have to do it every single day. Language arts seems to be the most kind of time intensive,
Yeah. Yeah.
hard to understand subject, and rightfully so, it's tough.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see how it goes as it goes along. And just remember, I mean, like if I need to go back and there's a language arts that's kind of like difficult to understand, I mean, I've got the resources. Like if they say, hey, we want this lesson, I can just go in and get the slides that go through kind of the Florida virtual stuff.
Okay.
We can even just walk through the slides if we need to, which I know that I've just been teaching the two of
Mm-hmm.
them, just because they ask me, I know the answers to those questions, but the language arts, I might not know as much, or the social
Yeah.
studies or the
Okay.
science. So, and then
Yeah.
remember that it's just a guide. And so it's not
Mm-hmm.
like if they're not there, that it's terrible. It's just the guide from the
Yeah.
pacing and just some common sense that I put in. And so they are right. And that's about it. So there's where you get, and right, I don't really care if parents come in at 9 o'clock and want to talk to me, or 1 o'clock, or what
Mm-hmm.
I've been saying is, I really don't even care if parents, let's see, we had one person waiting out there. That's the one bad thing about sharing your screen is,
Oh yeah,
once you
you
share
can
your
see it
screen, I
anymore.
can't see what comes in. Um,
Yeah.
but that's the one thing then, and just know that, right, that I'm available uh,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
whenever, right? And I think that the good way to do that is, if one of them needs me for like something and they need a discussion-based assessment and it just got past 9 o'clock or whatever, I think what you would do is, I think the easiest way is have them say, hey, Mr. Samuelson, I need you at 10:30, and then tell me the specific time. I'll get the message on Canvas, send the link, and then
Okay.
I'll be there at 10:30. Because even today I was waiting around. Somebody said, yeah, how about 2? And I was like, okay, here's your link for 2. And then I waited around, and then I saw them. I get a little email notification when they pop in. They popped in at 2:44, and I'm like, well, I'm not waiting online all day for,
No.
I'll wait like 10 minutes, and then I'm probably gonna chop it off anyway. So that's kind of the thing that we're doing. And then I'm trying to think of, and then I think that the way that attendance is taken, and not that that's a problem, but I'm looking at attendance, and if there's something that happens I had to go to a doctor's appointment last week for my kids, and if you just log into language arts, I can see that you've at least engaged and you're logged into language arts, and then that's as much as I look at it. Then all I have to do is see that, like, October 12th, language arts. So like tomorrow, for instance, I mark everybody here for today, and then tomorrow morning I go in and I look on Canvas and I see who's there. And if I feel like they're logged in into one, language arts is the easiest, but I check around in the other subjects too. If they're there, that's good. And if not, I'm going to have to start marking people absent from the day before. But I don't think that's really a big deal right now. So
no.
Right. No, it is.
So good.
Right. And then, I mean, with the girls, I usually engage with them one-on-one anyway. So, I mean, there wasn't a day that I didn't engage. I would be like, whoa, what's going on? But, so yeah, I think that that's really about it, unless you have any questions. And then we're going to, in the morning message tomorrow, one of the things we covered was clubs and so I'm going to get a list of the clubs. I didn't put in for one, but I kind of want to. I don't know if I'm too late now, but I'm sure I'm not too late. I'm sure I can be like, hey, I want to do a club later on or something. I was going to do something. I don't know. I even like.
But are they starting? Yeah, are clubs starting soon?
I think they're gonna, like, I'll give you a list, and then I think there's a sign up place, and I think they're usually like what we did last year at Mountain View when I worked at Mountain View was they would start probably like the last week of October. And then we went for pretty much for a while. We were going for the whole year until the year got canceled. So right. So that's I actually did the Mesa Club, which is kind of like a STEM club for the greater Portland area, really. So that was kind of fun, right? So I tried it because I can be talked into anything. So, but
but that would be nice to have some possibilities to engage a little bit more with the other students, or
And so I didn't say this in the other one, but I think I've got one that I said last week, just kind of snuck up on me because Wednesday kind of threw me off, and then then nothing on Friday. But I think this week we'll definitely do a social hour like we do. Maybe we just stick to Fridays because that's easier to remember for me. Or or not. And then I do want to do like little bonus activities, like the one time we did building a website from their Google Sites, which they can do. I wanted to do making an animated GIF for Halloween, so they could make kind of like spooky little animations. So I'll try and schedule that in sometime too, so that we can do that. I like doing the extra little lessons. So those can be for everybody, like little chances to get with everybody. I popped into art the other day and watched like the last 20 minutes of art. Which was interesting. And I haven't popped into a Spanish yet, but I should have today maybe. I was just running around a little bit, so I don't know. Well, you know that if you need me, just feel free, and I'm here. And I just wanted to make that clear to everybody.
We do,
8 to 4, I'm here. They can, anything they need, let me know. They need to go over something. They need help turning something in. They need to be retaught something. Just let me know.